Hi everybody, Dr. Chris Hoff here. Time for another kitchen table therapy talk. And today we're going to talk about, I don't quite know what to call this one, but I'm going to call it Expanding the Therapist's Window of Tolerance Part 1. So I just actually wanted to share something with you that I learned from Rob Bell this weekend, and it starts with this. I want to show you this HighTech Graph, right? This is a graph we're all kind of familiar with, that the XY graph with the line always going up. And then this, I'm sure you've all seen it. It's in the air that we breathe, especially in, our culture, and, just our lives. And you can chalk it up to capitalism or neoliberalism or all kinds of isms, but we are all kind of bombarded with this idea that we should always be on the upward slope, producing, being productive, doing better in all areas, relationships, work, whatever, family, all that kind of stuff. So this kind of graph has been inserted into our lives, arguably, right? But the reality is that our world is actually like this. This is a continuous time signal, right? You can see it kind of doing the wave. You've seen this one before, I'm sure. Not as predominant as this one, but this one is actually how our world works. Think of the tides. Think of nature. Think of how we breathe, right? And this is how the world works. And so why is this important for therapists? Well, therapists get captured by this same idea too when our clients are living lives like this, right? And so what happens is, if we're captured by this idea, we develop particular windows of tolerance of how the work should look. And that is like this. If it isn't on the upward slope, always progress being made, et cetera, then things start to happen to us as therapists. We start to question our own competency. Most importantly, I work and train and supervise a bunch of therapists over the years. Not uncommon, right? That we start to question our own competency if it's not doing this. Another thing that happens is we begin to stop listening. We begin to lose our curiosity because agendas are showing up. How can we get them back on this kind of path, right? And then especially when they come to see us and they're over here, that's kind of intolerable for us as therapists. So we try to move them back into our window of tolerance, right? Rather than meet them where they are at. So what is our task as therapists? Our task as therapists is to grow our window of tolerance, to let go of this kind of idea, to be aware of how it is operating on us, how it has been inserted into our lives and into our clients' lives, quite honestly, and start to expand our window of tolerance. So no matter where those who seek our help are at in their particular time signal, that we can hold the space for them, we can be with them in it, and we don't have to have an agenda. We don't have to question our own competency. We can just flow with them through life as it is. So hopefully that's been helpful. Please, one more review. Let go of this graph. I mean, it is okay. We want to be better. We want to do stuff. You don't have to throw it completely away, but be sure about how it is operating on you. And then realize that life is actually like that. And that oftentimes we get captured with our little windows of tolerance, and when people aren't in them, we try to move them into them through various ways. And what our real task is to expand our window of tolerance so we can hold space no matter where anybody is at. So I'm Dr. Chris Hoff. This has been another kitchen table therapy talk. Hopefully you found it helpful. Please like, share. I appreciate your support, and I always appreciate you watching these, and we'll see you again soon. Peace.